everybody? Welcome back. We're going to be diving right back in to our item and enemy randomizer run on Dark Souls Remastered. We're not in the greatest of situations. Let's just put it that way. We're cursed. We need to get back to the depths and get healed. Or not the depths. Get back to New Londo. We do have things drained, but getting all the way back in there is a little bit troublesome. So we'll see what we can do here. Is our... Hold on. Is our rando working? It is not. Hold on. Apparently I have to launch through the mod every time to get the rando to work. I didn't realize that that's how that behaves. So let's do this. Let's get back out of here. We'll give it the old restart. What's going on, Busey? Good evening, sir. I thought once you generated the seed, then the enemy rando worked. The item rando I know works always. But apparently I need to boot this slightly differently, so please hold. Let's get this thing to boot up and we should be good to go. Hey, what's going on, Hulk? Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I don't think I actually have to... I'm not sure if I have to run that command or not. Probably not. I think next time I can just do a launch. Alright, gotta love technology. Okay, now things should be back to their randomized selves. I was like, wait a second, that's the normal enemy. I don't remember that tree, I don't like the way it's looking at me. There we go. You know... No, that is the normal seed, because then there's the cat. Okay. Everything is as we left it. What's going on, Jordan? I don't have any moderators, so... Not really sure what you're talking about. But hope you're well, welcome. I have no moderators on YouTube. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is make a trek to New Londo here. Have a moderation of moderators or a modicum of mods? Well, there is the lead mod role now, Vandy. But honestly, we haven't had much necessity for moderation these days, which is good. It means that people are behaving themselves. Well, should be all good, Jordan. If somebody is acting like that, I'll definitely be on the lookout for it, but things should be good for the most part. Weird? Yeah. People behaving themselves? What? Yeah, I think we want to go back to New Londo from here. Because I think if we go by Valley of the Drakes, that shortcut isn't exactly ideal. I don't know, we gotta play it by ear. I want to go down this way because this at least gives us a faster route to getting cleansed of our curse, and then we can kind of take things from there. Has no shirt on. So because of the way that equip load works in this game, if I keep putting more armor on, I go from having fast roll to the mid roll. So if we get enough endurance, then I'll maybe throw some more armor on. But for the moment, we're just kind of rocking as much armor as we can without going into a medium roll. Because I like being quick on the roll. As soon as I start adding some other stuff in, our roll slows down. So I guess I could put some Moonlight gloves on, but don't think I can really afford much more than that. Okay, even with the water lowered, I think we have everything there. This takes us in the back way. We will get to healing up, but let's see if we can go through here and find some items for us. I also think there, if I recall correctly, I believe there's a hidden wall down here somewhere. Chaos Flame Ember. I think this is the hidden wall right here, actually. Tiny skeleton! No! No! What's going on, Luis? How we doing, man? Mask of the Child. Oh, this is our second Mask of the Child? Even more stamina recovery? Does it stack with Chloranthy Ring? Like, is it gonna go up, like, wicked fast? I don't know. I actually don't know if that stacks. Annex key. Okay, nice. Nice, 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 nice. But Luis, welcome back for 82 months, man. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. All achievements of regular Dark Souls a few months ago. Couldn't get DS Fix to work, so you had to play it raw. Don't recommend. Oh no. I did see that your achievements popped up. I went and took a... Yeah, I loaded up on Steam and I saw that you had played this somewhat recently. Do you know why you couldn't get DS Fix to work? Let's go down here first. I mean, I guess if you knew why, maybe you would have been able to fix it, but... Was there any inkling as to why it wasn't working? Okay, so that leads us back down here. You what, mate? What the heck? You'll be in Philly on Friday? Get in there, Vandy. I will not be in Philly on Friday, but coming closer to my neck of the woods. W&M, is that William and Mary? I'm trying to think of what the other options would be. Okay, it is William and Mary. Yeah, because I was like, it's Washington and Jefferson, I think, is the other one that I'd be thinking of. A few times it worked, you could only play on on a full screen, but on the corner of the screen, the other 3 quarters were just black. Weird. That's so weird. 40 issues like that recently? Don't even have Windows 11 on your main PC, but it's still breaking. I haven't run Prepare to Die Edition in ages, so I don't know if my DS fix still works. You know, who knows if there's some more recent, even Windows 10 stuff that has made it incompatible. Honestly, if you hadn't said anything about DS Fix, I probably would have even forgotten that DS Fix was like a necessary thing to run the game. Like, completely forgot about it. It hurts so much. You know, it'd be great. Firekeeper Soul. Firekeeper Soul would be pretty nice. That still hit me around the wall, man. The Retinaceric Izalith. Yeah, it's pretty dang bright, isn't it? I don't think I've played on like vanilla Dark Souls, like Prepare to Die Edition, that is. I don't think I've played on that since probably my first playthrough of my Soul Level 1 run on Xbox. Because I played the like Xbox 360 version on Xbox One, you know, way back a decade ago, or nearly a decade ago, and then yeah, everything that I played since, I think I installed DS Fix immediately when I got it on PC. Well, because what else does DS Fix fix? I know that it color grades Izalith. Is it something with? Is there something with frame rate, or is it stability? I forget. Hey, what's going on, Ant? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well. 360, a friend bought the disc. It was like 20 FPS, and you thought it yeah, I mean, I remember the like my first experience and stuff with it. Like, you're terrified, everything seems harder than it is, and then yeah, it's not like it's this incredibly controlling game by any stretch. So that's where that guy came from. He followed from all the way over here. Chest. Gauntlet of Thorns. Okay, so it's that. I think we've got everything covered here. Don't think there's anywhere else that we couldn't access due to the water. You can't curse me, I'm already cursed. Yeah, like, we can't go into the boss fight. Obviously, we don't have the key for it. I'm just trying to remember if there's any other areas that we need to explore here. Ah! Where'd you come from? How'd you get here? Okay. At least we know we've got the right side cleared. The left side I have to see if there are chests in there, maybe some stairs. Because I think we've died every time that we've gotten into there. 60 FPS, but you could phase through the floor if you did. Quick ladder drop at 60. Brought to your house, he was going through catacombs. Oh my god. Yeah, blind catacombs Fortunately, I think we got... I want to say we got the lamp as a drop. Yeah, we got Skull Lantern, so we've been blessed with that. Which I wasn't even thinking of going to Catacombs yet. I'm hoping that we don't need to go to Catacombs, but I did shuffle... I mean, we're gonna have to go, obviously, but... I have Lord Vessel shuffled. So I'm, like, also just a bit paranoid about how far we go. Also, we had gotten the annex key, but I don't actually remember where the annex key takes us. Where do you need that key for? Hate this part? I will counter Ant. What parts do you enjoy? That's actually what I want to know. What of the Dark Souls experience is it? They got that attack off before I attacked that? What the heck, man? Also, very, have you ever had the pleasure of a rando experience? Because these are definitely not the enemies that are normally here. Normally it's just a lot of ghosts. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I did my, like, first playthrough of Dark Souls back in 2016 when we started streaming. I had experienced maybe, like, a few minutes of it with a buddy, like, a bit prior to that, but yeah, I just remember because there's so much that goes in, I think, with, like, the anticipation of difficulty, right? Like, I think you just have it in your head of, like, Dark Souls is really hard, is also the first game that I had played where it's, like, it's super punishing, and you have this whole concept of, like, your level up currency, you know, can go away super quick, and it's also what you use to buy things, and so, like, all of that stuff together, yeah, I feel like makes the experience in the beginning very terrifying. A lot of hesitancy, a lot of value placed in your things. You did DS2 before the rest. Oh my word! I can't survive anything right now. Can't survive anything. I mean, should I... Obviously we're cursed, which is not helping a singular thing. I was wondering if I should go with the mid-rolls so that we have a little bit more armor for going through here. I rolled backwards, and I think that's how we ended up getting roll caught. Honestly, we just need to get back through... I'm trying to think. I need to check that room, and then we need to get our curse broken, and then we're good. And then we can go and have a fun time going through Blighttown. We don't have access to the depths, though, so yeah, I'm not really sure what's gonna be stuck in there. Fortunately, these guys are a bit slow in terms of chasing us down. How far is the... Okay. These enemies have some pretty decent range triggers. Come from a long way. Or I don't know if it's range triggers or if they just have like really good line of sight. I'm trying to roll sideways. Freaking no! Oh my goodness. The directional rolling in this game. Enemies reset on death? What do you mean, like the types? So Dark Souls 2 is the only game in the series that has the concept of, like, enemies being able to get, like, permanently wiped away. Dark Souls 1, 3, etc., like, enemies will just always respawn every time you die. So we have one item up top. I feel like somewhere there's definitely a staircase, something. Hello. Snake boy. There we go. I think this is where we want to go to get that item. Nobody's like coming out from around here. Big hat. Okay, so that item dropped from where we killed the bone wheel. Re-randomize on player death? Oh, no. So in the enemy and item rando, it is a fixed seed for the run. So you randomize things, and then it is the same for the rest of the run. Yeah, there's no re-randomization every time that you die. Gotcha, thank you for clarifying. Scholar was your first one finished too, then you went back to DS1. I started by watching DS3. That's how I, like, started to play the series. Gold Serpent. And then this just... Yes, this is the other side of where we came up before. So now I think we're covered in terms of item acquisition for New Londo here. Now we need to go and get ourselves cleaned up. Probably re-randomize manually, but turning off stuff like key items would be well, for the enemy randomizer, you have to... I mean, the item randomizer and the enemy randomizer are separate mods. So, you know, your key items, like your item randomization, everything, like you don't want to touch that. Like if you re-randomize that in the middle of things, that would not be great. But yeah, the item randomizer, once you randomize that, you don't want to touch that again. Oh, that is so slow. I tried to do... Uh-oh. Oh my word. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize that the R2 for this weapon was so slow. I was like, oh, I'll just do a heavy attack. That's like the slowest heavy attack I've seen. Hot dang. Alright, no R2s. No R2s for Black Knight Sword. None at all. That's absurd. That is actually absurd. But yeah, so... apparently I didn't send this back up. So it's two separate mods. So item randomizer, you set that, you want to leave that. Enemy randomizer, technically I think if you wanted to re-roll it, now obviously that would there'd be no compatibility, so you could then randomize and get the same boss multiple times in different arenas. But you would have to restart the game every single, like, shut the game down, re-roll it, have it reload the mod, and then start it back. It would be terrible. It'd be terrible. They have Elden Ring's randomizer. I haven't done Elden Ring randomizer. I'm currently playing through the game for the 3rd time right now off stream. Been playing it with Deuce and Senor, doing seamless co-op. So that's been pretty fun because I haven't done any of the seamless co-op mods before. But we're just doing a vanilla playthrough. If you didn't have the exact same settings, you'd have different items, enemies, and bosses. So how would that... I can understand how different items, like, that's pretty straightforward, but... logistically, how does different... how does the different items... or, I mean, how does the different enemies and stuff work? Haven't finished Shadow of the Erd Tree yet? Like, you haven't finished Shadow of the Erd Tree just in general? Or you haven't finished it in your seamless co-op playthrough? Nice. I think that's everybody. We do have the Black Knight down here. I think we can go run quick, take this guy out, sprint around the golem. I think we're good for the most part in terms of getting ourselves all healed up. Should I have taken care of some of these people down here? Probably. Okay, so that guy can climb. We'll just, we'll be the welcoming committee. Oh! He fell? Climb back up again. Maybe we can be quick. Maybe we can be quick. Have curse broken. No humanity. Okay. Have a humanity now. Okay, perfect. Curse has been lifted. We're back to where we want to be. Okay, so from here, I think now we go Valley of the Drakes and into Blighttown. I think that's pretty much our main option at the moment. It's either that or we start venturing into Catacombs a bit, but I think Catacombs is a bit out of sequence. Again, I don't know about Lord Vessel. We might have to do some backtracking through Anor Londo, which will be a whole thing. But I don't want to go get stuck down there. That doesn't sound like a great time. In general, don't remember how far you got. It's been a while. What happened? Were you not enjoying it? Or did life just get busy and then you never got back to it? I mean, it's definitely the type of thing that it can be hard to get back into stuff that you're in the middle of once you stop. What is gonna be up here? Okay. Of course it's a bone wheel. Thank goodness. Both felt kind of dragging on for you, yes. Yeah, I mean, it is... my only real knock with Elden Ring and, like, the DLC as a whole is some things feel a bit empty. Like, the size is there, but it's not necessarily all filled with meaningful stuff. I feel like sometimes you're just kind of going through things and it's, you think you're going to be rewarded for exploring something and then nothing. Hey, good evening, John. Welcome back, good sir. How are we today? Ow. This is where I have to like test my memory of this place. I was looking through. I've only played through Dark Souls like 250 hours or something in that ballpark. I would have thought it was a little bit more. Oh, that's great. So the thing is, this isn't connected to the rest of... Oh, great. But he's having some issues here. Okay, that is damaging him. He's just stuck. So fortunately, we don't have to deal with this Titanite demon. Def on your list of games to play? Highly recommend. What you are seeing here, though, it's only going to spoil what locations look like. You're not really going to get anything more out of this game. Because everything is randomized. You will not be seeing giant enemies like that down here. So don't be fully alarmed at what you see. Ah! I guess that would make sense. It's a mimic because I definitely don't remember a chest there. But for some reason I wasn't fully prepared. Can't say I come back this way often. I've been around talking much. Last semester you graduated the Criminal Justice Associate. Now you're going for Biology Associate, potentially Forensics in the future. Very busy and involved in a lot of stuff. Hey, don't. All good, man. Like, go pursue life. You know, I'll be here as much as possible, but that's awesome. That's awesome. So what you did, was it like you started with just purely criminal justice and then like realized you wanted to do forensics, or was forensics always kind of a top of mind thing? Is there even an item back here? I don't know that there is, and I don't know that I want to go out this way. I think I want to go back out in the main area. How much extra? I guess it's associate and associate, so it's not as taxing. At first my mind was like, man, like doing the 4 years, because my mind went immediately to bachelor. So how much overlap is there? I would think there's maybe like a tiny bit that you could overlap in like the general credits, but probably still have a bunch of unique stuff that you gotta handle. Didn't have something to hook onto, so you're exploring a lot of options until you land on forensics. I mean, that stuff can get pretty interesting. So definitely a line of work that, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of stories that you can't really tell anybody about. I mean, such is the nature of, you know, working in legal related stuff. All the core general classes are done. You only have sciences now and your nemesis calc. Is it just like the first calculus? I mean, I guess calc 1. Or do you have to go deeper than that? Because I had to go calc 3, and my experience, oh jeez. My experience was terrible because I had taken and had credits for, I think I had gotten credits for Calc AB from high school. So it was the Calc 1 credit. And then for Calc 2, this is not great. Bonfire is down here somewhere. Ow. I think the bonfire is down at the base, kind of where we were for that. Is it here? Yes. But yeah, I had Calc 1 credit and then took Calc 2 at a community college, and then when I went for my like freshman year, like actual freshman year of university, I was blessed with Calc 3 at 8 a.m. 4 days a week with a guy who had a industrial engineering degree from India. Wasn't even a teaching, he was in his first year of student teaching. It was awful. Took it before it was a D, so you take it again this semester. Been like 10 years since you've taken math, so you're going through it. Yeah, trying to relearn. That's like, I don't even know. You know, math and stuff is my strong suit, but like I was always a math and science guy, but yeah, I have no idea how I would fare going into Calc. Blue tier stuff. Ow. No! Gosh darn it. Alright. I mean, where we're at currently, I guess we should just go back and heal. The question is, do we go and explore this whole upper area? We must, right? Forensics is only Calc 1, but you're gonna be seeing some transfer stuff soon. See if there's other things you need for forensics that you could be taking in college. Well, good luck, man. That's definitely some interesting stuff. I know it's not. Oh my gosh. These freaking vagrants, or whatever they're called. I don't know why there's such a heavy dose of them in the randomizer. You can't turn them off. Key item locations are randomized. So I have it on fair randomization. So you can, there are a bunch of options. Oh my goodness, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Okay. I have to figure out how we want to approach this. I mean, maybe we just go and do... Maybe we just go and do the boss fight first, and then work our way back here. We could do that. Okay, but yeah, so you have a few options. So there is fair, unfair, and I forget what the other option is for key, like how accessible the keys are, basically. And then they also have like a race mode, which basically puts them into like main areas, right, to make it use. Oh no, another bone wheel through this. I need to stay away. Yeah, so they have race mode, which makes it more conducive for races. So it's like one key item per area. Yeah, you kind of know when you're done looking in an area, that sort of thing. And then they also have like race mode plus. They've got some stuff that like glitches are involved for some of the sequencing. I don't think I actually need to kill these guys because I think that they're normally enemies that don't do anything. But yeah, so you have a bunch of different options that are independent of each other. Alright, let's see who's here for Quelaag. We've already had Bed of Chaos. We've already had Demon Fire Sage. Who also has this much flame? Oh, that is not at all what I thought was happening in the animation. So we had Ornstein on Moonlight Butterfly. Now we've got Smo. Say I can't lock on? I guess I don't really want to. I'm gonna heal just to be safe. Ow. I got caught up on if he was doing a slam or the butt slam with the electric. I just wasn't sure. Reed, we are pretty strong. Wow, lost Soul of a Lost Undead, nice. We are pretty strong. Like we do have a +5 weapon going on right now, or more specifically a +5 Black Knight sword, but still need keys. It's all his faceplates in the texture. I must have just looked in the wrong spot because I did not clock that. All right, so they do give us a homeward bone, which is nice. Let's see here. Because you can't go down with that. I remember doing, in Prepare to Die edition, you could quit out and reload, and then get into a Demon Fire Sage plunge attack there. Are there any items, or is it just the bonfire? I think we do this to light it. Because I think you save... I don't think you can do this yet, right? Or you can do Ceaseless. But does Ceaseless make sense this early? I don't think Ceaseless makes sense this early. I don't see any items for us to grab. Okay. Let's go back and explore down here, see if we can find any keys. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to distribute some of these level ups. I feel like I also should probably pop a lot of these souls. Try and get some leveling. Because I feel like the earlier we use it, the better it's gonna be. Alright, I mean, that was an increase of 4. It's pretty good. Yeah, let's go and see what other items are laying about out here. I think there's one over this way. We're gonna get poisoned again. That's basically a given. But I think we have... Oh, there's an item back there. Oh, this is... Never mind, this is from the guy that we killed. I was like, shouldn't I have gotten that already? But I mean, this poison tick's not too bad. But yeah, I'd like to get around to doing other randomizers. Like, ultimately, I would love to know Elden Ring well enough Right, we need to see if you can not get toxic from behind. That does seem to be accurate. We can throw Black Knight's shield on too. Purple Moss Clump. Actually a drop that makes perfect sense for its location. Yeah, if we can get to the point where we knew Elden Ring well enough, then we could do Elden Ring Randomizer. I'd like to do Ocarina of Time. I need to learn where more of the stuff is in that though, because I don't know if I should be trying to kill the dragon butt or not. Probably should, right? Ow! Oh, this sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to kill our way through. I don't think there's any other way about it. I think we have to kill our way through. We're gonna play Majora's Mask at some point. And I know that there's a Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask combo rando. Oh my goodness. Dead again. Yep. The heals are so slow in this game. They're so slow in this game. Opportunistic healing is not as much of a thing. New friend joining the party. Love that. So it's gonna be three hits to kill Dragon Butt. I have to kill the guy from the DLC first. If we don't kill that guy, all bets are off. I gotta stay away from that statue running around here. Okay. See, the problem is I don't know. I don't actually know how these guys attack because you always just run. Rolled right back into it. But you always run past these guys. Right, whenever I've gone through Lost Izalith, I have never ever done anything with them. He respawned? What? What happened? What is going on? How are we reanimating? Is that something that enemy does? Is brings people back to life? Why is this deja vu? Why am I watching the same enemies disappear and reappear? May as well grab this. It's worth 0 souls. Anything back here? I'm just trying to figure out if it's even... item! Divine Ember. Not really what we're looking for. How many of you are there? I'm convinced that this guy just keeps respawning. Great, what could go wrong? I gotta get over to this tree somehow, and I'm not really too certain how that's gonna happen. Not really chock full of ideas at the moment. Alright, those souls, they can stay there. Okay. Ow. Ah! I need to kill this vagrant here. He's gonna be the death of me. Okay. Ow! Another one! I mean, I know that there are normally a ton... I know there are normally a ton of, what is it, the leeches out here. They've apparently all been replaced by these guys from the DLC, which is super fun time. Love that. Love that for me. Running around poisoned, doing reverse Blight Town. Like, I'm out of freaking heal. Like, I have to go fast. I'm out of heals, so we gotta get going. I hate it here. What do you want me to do? Who's that? I don't have a game plan. I don't have a game plan for this. Yeah. We can get down and we can go, like, around the tree, I guess. Stagger, 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 stagger. No poise. No poise. I'm gonna have to put more armor on. I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's try something here. This is gonna end up being too much, right? Perfect. If my first playthrough of this game taught me anything, it's that it's okay to be chunky. Damage reduction! Oh, everybody's getting real laggy and slow here. Apparently it's not just my looks that are laggy and slow. Ow. No, 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 no. Heal. Okay. Titanite chunk. I feel like, isn't there something over here? I guess not. Oh. Okay, I'm stuck underneath. Back we go. Maybe. You want to also talk about, like, level design? You have all of these platforms and stuff that are not flat. What the heck just exploded? No, 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 no. What the heck, man? What the heck? What even is this? What even is this? Okay. Let's do this. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll take a 3-minute break, get rid of the pre-rolls, and then we will dive back into this. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying it, you can drop a like on the stream. Always helps me out. And yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna try and go around by the tree and, like, reverse Blight Town and all that stuff. Try and see what keys we can find. We do have the second Bell of Awakening, so we can technically head back up and go Sen's Fortress. Just trying to cover all my bases here, because we don't have access to the depths. I want to make sure that we find the Lord Vessel. I have no idea where it's going to be hiding from us. Yeah, reverse Blighttown already sucked. Everything about Blighttown sucks, but yeah, once you start doing rando things, it's even better. Alright, I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining!
Ads. All right, we're back. I wanted to take a look because we were talking about it earlier. The rando, let me see here. That's enemy randomizer. All right, it's in my actual game directory. Steam. I had rando. So yeah, you have 3 difficulties: fair, unfair, very unfair. You can do key item placement of not shuffled, shuffled, which is what we're doing, and then there's race mode, where they're shuffled but only placed in certain locations, so you know the list of places ahead of time. And then there's race mode plus, which is they're shuffled only placed in certain locations but may require skips and glitches to complete. Soft locking is possible. And then you can actually do, for soul items can be shuffled into the pool like other items. They can be replaced with a random consumable, or they can be transposed, which is what we did. And we had Quelaag's Fury Sword as one of our starting weapons. or as our starting weapon. Then you can change like shield in one hand, shield in 1 and 2 hand, or shield / weapon and weapon. So they'll always give you something. You can also have it where the key items are shuffled, but you still have Lord Vessel, or you still have the Lord Souls in the same place. Now, we actually won the game really fast. We got Gwyn's soul in under the bridge going into into Undead Burg. So, yeah, we're just playing this out for fun. Imagine if it were that simple. Imagine if it were that simple to beat the game, just acquire that soul. GG's, you done. You know, for being like tanky, no. Why does it keep resetting me to the firebomb? It's not even my first item. Ow! Stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, let's get up here. We're gonna heal, and then this firebomb keeps coming up. I'm taking it off. Log file, because where the spots of every item is you can search. Yes. Yes, you can in fact do that. Okay. Progress. Progress. It won't let me grab purple boss clump. Wow, very, very incredible stuff. Very large magic ember. Okay. Is this not the way to do reverse blade time? It is. There's another ladder here. We're out of heals. I guess I can always go in and pop humanities if it comes down to that. So maybe I should put... Maybe I should put humanities on the bar in case. I really thought we would tank more with this armor stuff that we have. I guess the Catalina armor, not as great as the stone armor. Now, this, if I recall correctly, there's like another level to this, right? Oh, this doesn't even... Gosh darn it. For some reason I thought that this connected around. Very steep fall I don't want any parts of. Missed the... It all just blends so nicely. Yeah, especially when you're coming from the top too, it's like hard to find the tops of the ladders because they barely peek out. Okay, I'm gonna pop a humanity. I just want to have a little more health. We can go there, but there's a way to drop down. Yeah. Sunlight Blade. Are there any other items down here, or not really? I don't think there's anything on the other side. Hey, Nico, how are you doing? Okay, I think that's all that there is in there. I think it's just that singular item, but it's a very easy item to miss. It is a very, very easy item to miss. Oh, there's another one on the other side of this guy. That's the hard part with Blighttown. Blighttown's got a lot of stuff like that, where there are items on different sides. You can't always just drop down cleanly. Because there's also the spot where there's... It's not a waterfall, right? Is there anything around here, or am I wasting my time? 'Cause that's a broken ladder. It's just full circle. I think it's just full circle. Yeah, not great. Fortunately, we're able to like one-shot stuff because we're strong enough, but it's still less than ideal going through this place. That's for certain. It sucks that we have to reverse Blighttown because we don't have. Ooh, Crest Key. Crest Key's for the DLC, right? I'm pretty sure, though I don't really remember. Is that a ladder? Because there's some other way down there, I think, because you can come out behind and kill what's normally there. So we have a ladder here and a ladder here. I guess we'll take this ladder first. But yeah, I will say having the item tracker is pretty nice. I like the way that things turned out with the layout. No, 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 no. You guys both die. I wish this was like Elden Ring. You know, where you can explore and they just keep giving you heals. I'm gonna end up going through a lot of my humanities here, just trying to stay alive. Oh man, we are digging way back into the past as far as how Blighttown is constructed. Now, I have to remember, there is another... What? Oh no, he like slept me, or not slept me, he bound me up. Am I dead now? How does that go away? Is that just like on a really long timer? Okay. The real question is there going to be anything meaningful up there? That's... This is like the big question of the rando is... Am I wasting my time? Same can be said about going down to the tree over here. Right? Like... I don't even care about the 12k souls, I'm just trying to stay alive. Let's go and check out by the tree, because those are easier ones to go and get. What? Why does this place suck more and more? Huh? Why does it keep getting worse? They just appeared out of the nothing? Is it worse versus the other spots? Well, like... out here is gonna be, like, the easiest stuff to access. I don't think there's anything back there. Alright, with it. Okay, it's actually pretty good defense against that stuff. I feel like I want to get this stuff, and we're just gonna leave up there and hope that there are no important key items. I think that's where I'm at with it. Armor smith box. Okay. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm so dead. Okay, at least we don't have to like hug the right side the whole time. There's still an item back there. I'm not gonna go down into the tree. Yeah, stat scaling wise, the problem ends up being that they still hit hard. So like, I can one-shot things, but some of the enemies still wreck pretty badly. Not to mention that down in this area, you just have so many enemies. Right, like that's the other piece of it. You just kind of get overwhelmed. Which is why you have some of the... Are you kidding? They're not even... Those guys in red aren't even one-shots. Oh boy. It's just the one item. It's just the one item. Yeah, you just get into like these stagger lock combos. I think the tough part is I have no concept as to where the Lord Vessel is, and like obviously I don't want to look it up, right? Okay, you know what? I have made the executive decision. That item is not the Lord Vessel. It's not an important key. We're going to Sense Fortress. My mind has been made up. We're heading back. So yeah, we'll go to Sense. Like, I think we're just gonna have to go play things kind of normally from here. Go to Sense, go to Anor Londo, and like hope that we find the Lord Vessel and Lord Souls in some of the like some of the more like easily accessible spots, because I feel like I'm going and looking at places that are probably more likely where unfair and beyond, like the other two options would maybe start to put their items. I don't know. There's like part of me that thinks like, yeah, putting Lord Vessel in a random spot versus a fixed spot, like, I don't know. Putting it in a fixed spot definitely takes away certain elements of the run. But I guess it depends on like what kind of experience you want to have. We gotta go up still. There's another... there another way up? There's the ladder that blends right on in. Hey, what's going on, Nick? Raise the sun! Key items can also spawn in NPC shops, but only in NPC shops. Wouldn't it only be in ones that, like, they don't move, right? Like, so the guy down in the depths. Don't think... I forget, because they don't want to... There are soft lock prevention measures in place. So I don't know to what extent key items come from the shops. I know that you can get some pretty dang good items from the shop. Well, that sucks. Think Elden Ring again, where you can just get the bells anyway. How are the... Do you know how the randomizers are for Dark Souls 3? Because I feel like back when we were playing DS3, the mods were like just starting to come around, and I remember that item rando at least was... I think it was run out of like cheat engine, and it wasn't that great. Again, freaking again. Am I not supposed to try and roll off? Am I rolling off from too centered? I've rolled through that crack twice. Worst and depressing, most depressing area of the whole game. Oh, what's going on, Sophia? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything where Blighttown's a pretty rough experience. You played it very early, it was cheat engine? I think I only played the item rando once, and it like I didn't like it because this one, jeez man, it's so janky. This one was never on cheat engine, at least when I've played them. It's a mod that you drop into the game directory, run it, randomize it, and then it changes your like game params file. But yeah, the Dark Souls 3 ones was all cheat engine, and it was like it didn't have the same logic of like shuffling. Like I think your key items couldn't be shuffled because otherwise it would soft lock because it just didn't have that extra set of logic in it. So hopefully they're better today. I wouldn't mind playing that. I love Dark Souls 3 as well. There's also like the alternative there's also the alternative like oh my gosh. Where they did like Prepare to Die Again and the Daughters of Ash and like all those sorts of mods, which I haven't played. Yeah. The hitboxes on these things are massive. Obviously, I mean, they're huge enemies, but I definitely don't know how to fight them well, that's for sure. Thing's gonna chase me down real quick, isn't it? Picked up DS1. Yeah, it's been years since we played this. I'm having a lot of fun coming back to it though. Oh, Luis, you'll enjoy this. The slumbering dragon over there, I was a big dummy. It's the Hydra, and I awoke it. So it's like firing balls of water down through the valley and also into New Londo ruins, because that's really fun, like just getting clipped through the wall. Yo, what's going on, Carpy? What are you doing up this late, dude? Sniper Kid, yeah. And like you have to obviously like chop all the heads off and stuff, so it's like, on second thought, I'm just gonna run away from my mistakes and leave it alone. Working. We working the overnight now. I hope all's been well with you. The Hydra has the Lord Vest. Don't put that out there. I picked up the 3 items. I really hope he's not in there. Had another kid? Get in there. We're expecting our second in a few weeks here, so be right there with you. Paternity leave will start soon enough. This was a game you enjoyed very much, but the one you can't replay is so dark and depressing. I mean, I don't know. I've replayed it from... We had done some speedruns, like any percent speedruns years ago. Playing through with an item and an enemy rando like this, I mean, completely changes it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's one thing if you're, you know, going through the quest lines and the lore and everything, but yeah, I mean, it is very dark. We got it on 7 brightness and it's still hard to see anything. Alright. Let's see if we can lead them to their own demise. This guy is tanky. Ow. You're really telling me that the lizard people would be doing this much damage to me and have this much health? Purple moss clump, oh baby. So exciting. Blue titanite slab. Alright. Now for the fun exploration. Oh, nice. Crab? Just let the crab get knocked off. Think Big Hat Logan's gonna have anything of use? Still TGC, so we've had a bunch of weeks off of it recently. I'm just getting back into it. We played Trusin last week. Kind of in this, we had the off season, and then I started to take a, like, we started to play it a little bit less. That was the main thing. We started to play it a little bit less, and then I started playing other games. I remember I enjoy playing games other than golf. So we've been so golf focused for a while now. We are just now kind of coming back to... I guess technically we need to get the ball to break that open. But yeah, so we've started playing another game. Oh no. I don't want the toxic. That's the tough part with this. Started to play other games, enjoyed it, and we've been playing less and less golf. We kind of went on some long stretches without any golf. I got toxic anyway, after all of that. Excellent. Love that for us. I'm dead. That's great. Oh, man. Alright. Great. Great. But yeah, so we've started to bring golf back into the schedule. So I'm kind of like trying to establish 2 days of variety, 2 days of golf. And then we'll hit paternity leave, and then we'll once we're back from paternity leave, then we'll be probably back into regular Tuesday. So they do follow me all the way up here. That's fantastic. They should get knocked off. I say should. I'm gonna get knocked off and die now instead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. I died from him falling on me because that wasn't an attack, right? Yeah, the bosses are randomized too, so like the old ARPGs that have light radius stats on their gear, but doesn't have it on the stat, just Skull Lantern. I did get the Skull Lantern drop, so we technically could run around with that if we wanted to. You're on the Arc Raiders grind. According to my Twitch metrics, that is the game that I should be playing in addition to golf. But it's just not my speed. It's one of those weird things where it's like the highest amount of percentage of viewers watch that in addition to golf. And nobody has ever once asked me, don't start asking me now just to be ironic or whatever. Nobody has once asked me to play Arc Raiders. They're like, oh man, are you gonna play? Like nobody wants to see me be bad at shooters. Nobody. So it's one of those weird, like, it would kind of make sense just from the like crossover of people already watch you play golf, and this is the other thing that they enjoy watching, but I do not think it's a natural fit for the channel. That being said, I don't think that my type of game is really a... Ow. Like, great fit for the channel. Like, I like really difficult RPGs and that sort of thing, and golf. Which is also very difficult, but it's just not the same. I don't think he gives me anything here for talking to him. Play a bit for friends, but like with Battlefield 6 and other stuff, you're just overshooters at this point. Multiplayer-centric shooters. Yeah, I haven't... Like, I love Halo, and I'll play a Halo campaign with friends, but like, as far as the online... You know, I played a very small amount of Halo Infinite with friends. Within the online part. Yeah, it's just... It's not the game that I enjoy anymore. I used to play so much online Halo and Call of Duty and stuff back in high school. And then I think just through college, my game tastes kind of changed. I think I was introduced to a lot of games in college. Like, I think that was a big part of it. Yeah, I was introduced to Dark Souls. What was it? I was introduced to Hearthstone in like 2015. I was introduced to Souls then in 2016. You know, and you know, my interests have just kind of changed. And Dark Souls, for better or for worse, has completely changed the way that I view games and stuff. Get in there, Frot Frot. What's going on, man? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Good to see you as always. Welcome back. I jumped on the wrong plank. Can we walk over there? Yes, we can. Over large proud knight. This drops down at there. I'm trying to remember if there are like shortcuts and things that we can unlock. Dragon headstone, dragon eye. Dark Souls, for better or for worse, has also changed the way some games have developed for the past decade. True. True that Souls-like category has definitely become a very popular thing. And like you say, it's certainly for better or for worse. Is this is the spike trap elevator? Yeah. Ah, why is it always the dragon butts? Gosh darn it. There's just a... Actually, this is the mimic, so it does drop something. Actually worth it to kill. I felt this talisman. Okay. But yeah, Dark Souls like has very much so. I think we just wait for this to stack the balls up and break the wall down, right? Dark Souls has very much shaped my preference in games. Yeah, it's also influenced a lot of game design decisions over the past number of years, so. The lobsters in Elden Ring rando, everywhere you go, just lobsters everywhere. It's like the developers intentionally, the developers of the mod intentionally gave a higher weight to some of the enemies, it seems. There we go. Okay, next time it's gonna break the wall. I don't know, but we've also, because of Twitch then and some of the other games, like I've also been introduced to some other things, right? Like we've played Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is something that we very much so enjoy now, and I think that that's going to open up other Metroidvanias for us, which I would have never played, you know, otherwise. Now I had played Zelda games and stuff before streaming, but streaming is the first time that I actually ever beat a Zelda game, and now we're playing some more of those. So there are definitely some things that we've been introduced to and have like done more with. But yeah, at this point in time, like I just do not really have any interest in shooters. Slay the Spire 2 comes out to early access. I need to go back and play more Slay the Spire 1. The hard part for me when it comes to Slay the Spire, I enjoy it. Right, I enjoy those sorts of like card strategy games and such. But you want to talk about like I already don't have great I already don't really have great overlap when it comes to my game selection, right? Like golf and these RPGs and stuff. Add that to the mix. Oh, I don't have Cage. Oh, I have Master Key. I was gonna say, I don't have the Cage Key. And then that's an elevator, right? So he'll go back to Firelink. Get where this takes us to. Doesn't this take us somewhere? Isn't this a lift? I got a sword. Is this the lift then? Eh. User-friendly game, what's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, I like Slay the Spire, but just historically, Slay the Spire has not been a game that has as much shared interest, at least for streaming. And maybe as we go, I think this is also part of it. The more that we do variety, I think the more that variety will be received well on the channel. I just think we've gone so golf heavy. I think we've just gone so golf heavy that it's not the right blend. But I think as we go golf plus other things, I think we'll kind of balance things out a little bit. At least that's the hope. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. We're just moving our way through this rando at the moment. What the heck? Why was there a skeleton that popped out? Ow. So with another roguelike, like Hades is a much more enjoyable watch. Yeah, and I'm really sad in hindsight that I missed the Hades train. Is he stuck upstairs? Which is like great for getting this item, but I'm scared now. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that we missed the Hades train. And Hades 2 doesn't seem to have had the same effect on Twitch. Does not seem to have had the same effect on Twitch. Like, I feel like Hades 1 had a lot of popularity. Hades 2 just didn't blow up the same way. At least I didn't see it played as much. I played a little bit of early access. I would like to go back to it. Okay, we're up here, so we should go and get the bonfire, and then we can kind of reassess things. I don't want to get firebombed and died. Double-edged sword of early access. That's true. That's true, because like today, Meowgenics or whatever dropped, and I feel like there were a ton of people playing that, probably because it's fresh, it's fully out, like it's full game. Because what, that's the Binding of Isaac dev? And I feel like Supergiant could have done the same thing because they've built that rapport with the first Hades. You know? Karmic Justice. Sorry, I'm only familiar with Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice. Put in a song. So there's another item that we can drop down to. I guess the golem here doesn't throw fire because he's been replaced by someone else. Let's go over to the other tower, because I think there's a chest over here. Fairly certain. Nope. Curses! I love how the rats drop 2 Demon Titanite, though. I mean, if we were using a Demon Titanite weapon, that would be... we'd be set. We did have, early on, one of the merchants sold Twinkling Titanite for 50 souls, and another one sold it for 100, so we were able to get our weapon fully leveled. So I can't really act like we haven't been blessed with Titanite upgrades. Titanite catch pole. It's always a fun one. I say I don't think there's any mimics. I also guess the mimics would be replaced, so I really only have to be worried about chests that appear in most peculiar places. Over 100,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. Just stream-wise, the watch hype, so to speak, peak earlier than the actual release. Yeah, and like I even like bigger streamers and stuff that or the bigger streamer that I watch, like he plays a lot of different stuff, but Hades 2 just didn't hit the same from a viewing perspective. So I don't know if it's just like the game is more fun to play than to watch. You know, I don't know what about that game versus the original Hades had a different factor. I don't know if it's just that it was newer and fresher. You know, and now that it's a sequel, it's a lot of like, well, I've seen this before type of deal. That's an easy buy. I don't know when we're getting back there. But Firekeeper Soul.
Go along, try and make something of yourself.
Need to bring a sacrifice. So yeah, I was in this like weird predicament of I've thought about I played less than 20 hours. I want to say something like 19 of Hades 2. I thought about playing Hades 2 instead of this run because basically with paternity leave coming up, like I needed something shorter. And obviously those runs are a lot shorter, and so you know, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we didn't beat the game. Obviously, like, there's so far you can take it, but there's, like, the main stuff you can beat. I know in Early Access we beat Chronos, but I didn't really do the stuff to the surface, so... I wanted to do and maybe it's still on the cards, but I'm also trying to kind of find that balance of what is interesting to people, right? Like, it's that balance of what I want to play, but also what is good for content. I felt like this return to Souls, yeah, I feel like randomizers, just in general, are always a good time. I think once we get back from paternity leave and start to get settled in, that requires the cage key. The other ones you can master key it. But I think once we get back from paternity leave and start getting into a rhythm with stream again, we're gonna keep going with like variety of Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday golf. Ow, ow, ow! Is that centipede demon? Ah, these vagrants, man. I have no heals now because this guy's just out here sniping me from across the way. I guess we can technically... I like how this is the guy that's manning the fort here. Yeah, it's Centipede Demon. Nice. I'm trying to remember if there's an item up here. Guess not. Normally the guy that's eating cannonballs around. What else we got? I say there's like so much up here still. Always pretty cool. You can see the Bell Gargoyle Tower. All right, well, let's see what we got. Iron Centipede Demon. What could possibly go wrong? Can't hit him. Nice hitbox. I gotta stay away from the arm. I I think that's what it is. I think underneath him has like no hitbox, but I'm getting hit by freaking everything. Freaking everything. Yeah, my train of thought. Very, very easy for me to get off on tangents and stuff. So Monday, Tuesday, variety. Wednesday, Thursday, golf. We'll probably get back into TGC, like main tour stuff once we get into more of a rhythm. I think for now we'll just play. I think for now. Do I go and kill this guy? I forget if he drops anything. I think for now we'll just play True Sim. As far as variety stuff goes, I do kind of have a backlog of things that I want to play. Just kind of finding like the order. I want to play the original God of War trilogy. We played God of War 2018, haven't played Ragnarok. I'd like to play the original trilogy before we get to Ragnarok. I'd also like to play Lies of P. I'd like to go back and play some of the... I think there's some 2D Zelda games. I want to also play... Why do I keep getting hit by this? I'm just dodging too straight into him. I need to get onto the side, I think is the problem. Alright, take that away. Should be a lot more straightforward now. Except for the part where I run out of stamina. There we go. I want to play Lies of P. I want to play Zelda. We just played Ocarina of Time for the first time, so we've got like Majora's Mask. I think doing randos of Link to the Past and Ocarina and stuff, like I think having some rando content in there as a mix-up, so we're not just doing first playthroughs all the time. I think those could be good too. I'm sure there are some other games. Ghost of Tsushima is the first playthrough that I'd like to... How did that miss? But that's another one that I'd like to play as well. You know, maybe get around to like an Elden Ring rando, although that's a beefier playthrough, so I don't know the game as well, so that's where that kind of lands at the moment. But it's all those sorts of things, like there are a lot of options for things that we can do. You know, I want to be able to play games that we've never played before. Trying to find the right balance of everything. So, the strength on this, it's just diminishing returns at this point. I guess we put a point of dex in. That gives 2. Spoilers for Night Rain. Funny how quickly you dispatch the DS1 bosses with juiced up Elden Ring plus movesets. I know not. I have not had anything of Night Rain spoiled. I have not had anything of Night Rain spoiled. Okay, that upgrade is good. Maybe, like, is Night Rain worth doing if fully solo? Because, like, I don't have... I mean, you've been around long enough, Luis. Collaborative content is not really something that's ever happened here. So... You know, and with having a golf-heavy chat... Also don't have a strong viewer pool to draw from. Right, so it's like the combination of those two things, we're not really getting a lot for the multiplayer aspect of Night Rain, which I know when it launched, I didn't get it because what was I gonna do with it? I didn't want a solo queue. Now it could be more interesting, but it's also the tough balance, I think, with things of like, you don't want to tackle games where you're like completely buried. You want to have some glimpse within the directory of people being able to find your channel. YouTube definitely helps a lot with it. It's the freaking Hydra again? What is this? It's the Slumbering Dragon and now it's the gateway to Anor Londo? Got it. You gotta be joking. Well, we do 420 damage, so that 417, that matters. Possible to solo, a lot of elements you can miss without some guidance. Can I just get right up to the base of it and start whacking away? Okay. That's actually much simpler, because normally the enemy is only accessible by its neck. Or necks, as they stick them out. Is there a chest back here? I know at some place around here there's an item, but I don't remember exactly where. There it is. So yeah, I mean, if I had it where there were definitely people like that it was scheduled to play with, whether it be a streamer we already know or someone we meet, yeah, that we become acquainted with, or we have, you know, enough viewer interest that would play it. That's something that could get put on the table. But otherwise, yeah, Night Rain is probably not happening anytime soon, which is fine. It's kind of a mean enemy to have right at the top. Have to phase through it. You take damage phasing through it. It's great. Who's gonna be on here? I guess a lot of enemies that could fall off, so it's actually not the end of the world for us. Except for that guy. Freaking great arrows. Okay. Toxic boy. Love that for us. Oh, that was skilled rolling right there. First barrier to learning it in the beginning is the time limits. Makes it take longer to learn certain things. Time limit mechanics like battle royales, so you gotta keep moving. That makes sense. That makes sense. Which I guess in a certain way does give some replayability, right? I guess we should get the elevator. Guess we should get the elevator. Although I think this is pretty easily accessible. Or is this just show you down here? Because you definitely die. I think it's to go from that platform to here and then back up. Keeps it exciting. Also feel like you're not doing anything because early on you're trying to take it all in. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, you know what? Let's go across and get it, because... I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We just have this giant thing to deal with. Yeah, because I'm assuming it's still pretty different from base Elden Ring. Like, there's a lot of familiarity, but... Oh, no, you can't reach that. How do you get over there? Is there a no. Is there a ladder where that bug is? That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Alright. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break here, get rid of the pre-rolls on Twitch. So we'll take a pause, time out, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. We'll be picking it back up here in Analondo very, very shortly. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching on YouTube, you can drop a like on the video. Helps me out immensely. Lets YouTube know that you're enjoying. And yeah, appreciate you all, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
It's raining!
Ads. Alright, we're back. Wonder if we're doing a new FromSoft soon, or if it's just the Bloodborne Switch 2 game. Yeah, so what? It's Duskbloods that's coming for the Switch 2. There's like the part of me that wants to play it because it's a FromSoft game. It's the Switch 2. for the exclusive is really not sitting well with me. And then, yeah, I mean, Bloodborne was exclusive in 2014? No. Yes? Or 2015? I think DS2 was 2014, that was 2015, so like you had the two of them at like in a simultaneous development. Which if that's the case, like if Duskbloods is Miyazaki's project, then that would mean that the other game is not under his purview fully. And so for me, that's not a great indicator. I mean, not that DS2 is bad, it's just it's not my favorite personally. But it would be interesting to see how that all pans out. If they have, you know, two going on at the same time. Hey, what's going on, Deuce? So done being exclusive? Wait, did you not know that Duskbloods was Switch? Yeah, I knew we were gonna get toxic, but I don't know really what else to do. Okay, so that guy did not spawn in this time. How do we... I think it's... Hold on, I think I know. I think we go here. Because then I think you go through this window, yes. There's a... I'm so happy that that bone wheel did not start moving. I would have been immensely upset. Okay, so it's just a whip. That's fine. That's fine. The toxic was just something nearly inevitable. I don't really know what we would have done to avoid it. Alright, well, let's at least turn the wheel. I'm not gonna do... We're not gonna do anything with Gwendolyn. Quite yet. Okay, so that gets us that. Does this dragon despawn? Like, if I kill it, I mean. Ow. I despawn. You didn't even know about the existence of the Duskbloods till now. Yeah, Duskbloods was... I guess it would make sense, like, if you didn't pick up on an article about it. It was... What? When the Switch 2 was... Was it part of the original Switch 2 announcement that they did the Duskbloods stuff as well? I think it was maybe something like that. Didn't even remember the name, you just knew it existed. I'm actually surprised that I remember the name of it, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's a heavily multiplayer. Like, I think there's probably some Night Rain influence on some of the mechanics for that. But yeah, I like Switch. I don't know. I have a Switch, so I have no incentive to get a Switch 2 because they release a game like a month at a time or less. So yeah, like, I have Switch 1. Switch 2 has given me zero reason to buy it. Like, even with DK Bonanza and stuff, it hasn't been... You know, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's like, it was good. Everything else. Metroid Prime 4 was garbage from what I saw. Only handheld you get is the new Steam Deck stuff. Yeah, and I honestly, going into paternity leave, I was thinking about it, like getting an OLED Steam Deck or something, because I figure I'm gonna have this time where I'm gonna be sitting around and maybe holding the baby odd times of day and not streaming, and maybe would play some games, but I haven't committed to it because it is still expensive. I'm just trying to think logistically, like, how much would I play it, you know, outside of... Because, like, for me to play games not streaming, or for me to play games, like, on the handheld instead of just going to my desktop, that's kind of the big question for me. I really am having a hard time. I need to put on a little bit more, because he's doing just enough damage to me to, like, exactly two-shot me. Alright, let's put a little bit more on. We're gonna heavy roll, we may as well, or not heavy roll, if we're gonna mid roll, we may as well put the Guardian armor on. Hope the SteamOS stuff picks up. Not a Linux person, but Windows is chugging. So I am still on Windows 10. When the, like, forced upgrade to Windows 11 stuff was going on, there was a thing with having, like, extended Windows 10 security updates. What's going on, Seed? How are you doing? So we had the extended, like, security updates, and I was like, a year of extra Windows 10? Yes, please. When I do ultimately need to go to Windows 11 next year, my understanding of it is there are either de-bloat downloads that you can do, or you can get, like, Windows 11 install, you know, images that have a lot of the AI stuff taken out of it. Yeah, because what I understand is, like, the file explorer and stuff is so, like, everything has Copilot built in, right? Can't get up though. I'm just getting smacked around. What are we gonna do here, man? Like, I survived 2 hits. Maybe. Maybe we block. Is that how we're gonna survive it? Like, do single swings with a block? Could be. Signed up for the extended thing too. You Windows 11 on a Surface and it's a pain. Nothing really different, but every menu feels slow. Yeah, I think that's all the, like, Copilot integration. So when I install Windows 11, like, I'm gonna look into getting stuff without the bloatware and all that, and hopefully it's fine. But I've just been... I mean, Windows has historically been, like, for the most part, every other operating system is worth changing to. 8 was trash. 7 was good, 8 was trash, 10's been good. Now 11 has been, you know, everybody's complaining about it. So, the hope is that can stall long enough, 11 only be on for a little bit, and then upgrade to... The block didn't even matter. I'm dead again. This is the same combo. It's the same freaking Breaking combo. Alright. Shields business. Who uses shields in Souls games anyway? In other news, I don't really know what we're gonna do here. Vista's your favorite? I don't actually think I had Vista. I think we just ended up keeping XP on our computer, and I think by the time Vista was the operating system, I had gotten a MacBook, and so our like family desktop was just kind of sitting, not being used all that much. So I went Mac for a really long time, and then when I built my PC, it was 2016, and I think Windows 10 was the system at that point, because I think I've been on Windows 10 this whole time. AI and subscriptions, like you can't even have Word installed because you need a Copilot 365 sub or something like that. Yeah, and it's probably just rebranded. Like it's probably like the standard Office 365, but rebranded as Copilot 365 to try and keep pushing their Copilot stuff. And don't get me wrong, I use GitHub Copilot at work. And, you know, GitHub is... That clip me? Brother. Can I heal? There's gotta be a way where I can, like, get behind them. And then head. Oh, hold it. Okay. We're behind. Gonna try and defeat him from the rear. Hey, praise the sun, Cookie Slayer. What's going on, man? Bye? Oh. Okay, bye. Bye and bye. Yeah, hopefully he's just fully gone now. Try sword but hole. Oh man. No, 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 no. And then we have the Vagrant. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Please tell me the big dragon is at least out of my way. We're gonna go Vagrant first. We're gonna go Vagrant first, because this guy is a little bit swifter. I think I want to take this armor back. I still hate this mid-roll. I feel so sluggish trying to regain animations without the fast roll. You're a comp sci student in your uni back when Windows 10 came out? Able to get Windows 8.1 Pro for free through a program and immediately upgraded for free to Windows 10? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think Windows 10 I had to buy. I think Windows 10... Or no. I may have been able to get Windows 10 free through school, but then I had to buy it again when I rebuilt my PC because it's tied to your motherboard. So I'll have Windows 10 on my other computer when I eventually get a power supply and a case and stuff for that, because I'm gonna take my old... I mean, the stuff will run fine for what it needs to. I'm gonna take my old GTX 1070 and i7 6700K and probably make a second computer so that my wife and kids have a computer that they can do stuff on. And then Dad will have his gaming computer. Okay, that works for me. Really wanted people out of 8.1 and now they want them out of 10. Yeah, it's like, I think partially because it forces you into certain features. The other part is security of like, we're not maintaining this anymore. So technically with that guy didn't want any parts of this. Yeah, I mean, with technology, you technically should be, you know, moving on as time goes on. Yeah, that's not just an operating system thing, that's just general procedure that software goes end of life and you upgrade to the newest version, but it's not always the easiest transition when Windows, you know, Microsoft is shoving things down your throat and making things work. Like normally with software, things get better. You know, there's maybe some things that get deprecated, but a lot of times you're adding a lot of new features. That's why the updates and such happen. But yeah, it is certainly not the best situation with the Windows upgrades. I'm trying to remember, there's definitely like at least one item that's up on the ledges here. Yeah, I gotta go up to the left and then down before we go right. What could possibly go wrong with this guy? That could go wrong. Appreciate the backwards compatibility of Windows. Go back and play some obscure game from the 90s, but it's also probably one of the biggest reasons it chugs at this point. Yeah. Yeah, backwards compatibility, the bloatware, all of that. Definitely not lending any favors. Because the thing is, like, what do you have your operating system on? Like, I have mine on just like a regular SSD right now. I have all my games on my M.2 drive. Like, I don't know if I need to put my operating system also on the M2 going forward. I'm not certain. Okay, good. The dragon is gone. It's very good. Although we have to make it through these guys up here again. So it's not exactly ideal, but it'll work. You were really hoping the dragon was here to stay, Deuce? Looking forward to that struggle every time. That works for me. Let's just top off. Have it on M2, never tried on a SATA SSD, def never going back to HDD. Power preset, yeah, I never put my operating system on the hard disk. But when I built my computer, I put it on SSD. I just recently got an M2 drive, and like, holy cow. I was dumb and I had, because I was thinking more for space, that I had like I think I have a 256 SSD, and then I have like a 2 terabyte hard drive. I ended up having my operating system and like all of the EXEs and stuff on, like program-wise, I had them on my SSD, but on my hard drive I put all my games, because I was like, well, the games take up the most space. Well, Elden Ring, let me tell you. The game is slow. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this item. I can't go around this guy. But he's gonna swipe me off. So I have all my games on the hard drive, so Elden Ring having that on the hard drive, it was serviceable. But once the DLC came out, the map would take like 2 minutes to get loaded in. Ended up getting a 1 terabyte M2 on sale for cheaper than I bought my 256 gig SSD. Now, admittedly, there was like an 8 or 9 year gap in between there, so like obviously technology gets faster and cheaper. But yeah, that upgrade was huge. Things just start, like, the games just load so fast. I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. Honestly, I should have just gotten a 2 terabyte. Put the OS on there as well. SATA ones have been more expensive overall. Not sure how it is with the DRAM shortage. Yeah, fortunately I had upgraded all my systems, you know, a few years ago. I think 2022 I got the 3070 Ti, which, like, there's obviously way better now, but 3070 Ti is still solid. Especially because I was upgrading off of the 1070 and going from a 6700K to the 12th gen. Yeah, those upgrades alone. And I think I have... Do I have DDR5 RAM? I only have 16 gigs, but honestly, like, I don't think I do enough to need 32. Your motherboard doesn't. Did we get them? Nice. Your motherboard doesn't have... Oh, it doesn't have the SATA. I have, my M2 drive is the, I guess, NVMe. I mean, isn't that faster than the SATA drive, or no? I thought NVMe was quicker. I actually didn't even know that they had M2 SATA drives. Was not aware. Okay. Gotcha. So you effectively, like, bought the old technology, so to speak, and now it's kind of caught up to you in the sense that you can't just keep bringing it along forward. That's why you want the old stuff. That makes more sense. Okay, I'm gonna take this off because I want to be Speedy Boy. Play the latest in the Unreal 5 stuff. Fine for GPU. You have 4070 Ti, chugs 30 to 60 medium settings on Borderlands 4. PCIe card extensions work for a SATA? Oh, I don't know. I guess that makes sense that they would have extensions. Hey, what is this guy doing here? I guess Black Knights aren't canonically here. I guess they're like the Silver Knights or whatever. About to make an inaccurate comment. Yeah, you probably would need an adapter. Alright. What do they have for us down here? This guy. Rubbish. Iron leggings. Come on, we got lots of chests. Just give me something good. Hard leather armor. Hard soul. Come on, give me something. Key to the depths. Okay. Key to the depths is in Anor Londo. I guess what we're gonna find out is if I have the randomizer set up correctly. I'm under the impression that the Lord Vessel is not going to be at Guinevere. If it is at Guinevere and the Lord Souls are in the right place, then there's an option that I need to check for the next time that we do a randomizer. Weird motherboard. When I upgraded my motherboard, that was the thing that got me to buy. I had to buy new monitors because I needed DisplayPort. Because previously I had like one on HDMI and the other one was on, or like I think one was HDMI to DVI converter and the other one was pure DVI, because that's what my monitors took. But then new monitors were DisplayPort, or not new monitors, the new graphics card was DisplayPort only. Which I need to, or not need to. My regret looking back at it, because I didn't want to spend the money, and because I'm streaming in 1080, I did not get 4K monitors, but I kind of regret that. I think downscaling for stream from like my main like 4K resolution and like playing some of the PS5 games and stuff in their 4K, definitely feel like I'm probably missing out a little bit being in 1080 land. What's going on, Burnout Barry? How are you doing? Don't care about the current stuff anymore? Just play mods until the apocalypse? I mean, there's so much you can do with mods. Yeah. So much you can do. I mean, community support for things is kind of crazy. Isn't this normally like a Titanite demon? Just another one of the mice with demon Titanite. Just still 1080 land like a noob. 3 monitors though, so it's kind of hard for you to justify. Yeah, I have 2. I have 2 monitors. I have very lightly considered having a 3rd monitor for stream stuff, but I haven't been able to convince myself of it. I also don't know, like, would it be worth getting a 4K monitor just for the game and then having 2 1080p monitors for the rest of stream stuff? I don't know. Can't quite justify it. The reason to go above 1440? Noted. But yeah, because I have my PS5 that I play some stuff on, which is also just like connected to my... Yeah, I have my PS5 routed through the capture card and then back out to this monitor that I play stuff on PC, so can always switch through things. I feel like... What's the best way here? Because we can jump down, but then I gotta go all the way back around. I think we need to go and open the main gate and then come back up and do this. You had a 3rd for the Xbox, but you barely touch it at this point. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about it, Luis. For me, Xbox is like, it's not necessary. For me, I have PS5, Switch. I don't have Switch 2, obviously, as we've talked about. And then PC. I feel like just having a good enough PC is the way to go. Have that in place of, like, just have the exclusive machines, basically. And then a PC to run the rest. Play the Demon Souls remake? I didn't. I'm not a Demon Souls guy. I don't know. I have the original Demon Souls. We played through it on stream one time years ago. You know, I bought a PS3 in Demon Souls. It's the only thing that I played on the PS3. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I just don't really care for it. If I'm being completely honest, don't really care for it. You know, I wish I liked it more. Ow. I wish I liked it more. So like when they released the remake of it, nothing about that really spoke to me. I wasn't like, oh man, I love that game, let me replay it. Like, I think if I had played it first, right? Like, I think if Demon Souls was my introduction to the series, but I had already played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne, I think, before Demon Souls. I'd have to go back and check, like, stream history and see if that's the case. I definitely played the Souls trilogy prior, so it just, like, didn't hit the same. Some areas are frustrating. The gimmicks didn't really bother me, but I don't know, the gimmicks, replaying them, I wasn't in any particular rush, let's say. Do I have to kill him to get this chest? Had the ultimate sub, but after they announced the latest sub increase, you're pretty much checked out, just nailing the coffin. There we go. Can barely get to it. Alright, it's just a soul. Your life has been spared for the soul. Very, very fortunate for him. Okay, much better. Much better play there. I think we should still go and do a little bit more exploring before. Who is in there? Ceaseless? Is it Ceaseless Discharge? Great. Can't wait. Can't wait. You're excited for the UE5 remake of Combat Evolved? I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't know. I have the Halo 1 Anniversary Edition. I've played through it on Master Chief Collection. Like, I don't think I need another copy of it. Don't think I need to. Oh, you can barely care about Forza anyway. I misread that, of like Forza and Halo were the only things that you care about. Got it. My bad. I don't know. I don't remember the quest lines, to be honest. not dead yet. That sure sucks. Why does it always have to be a bone wheel? Why? Are you kidding me? So the first swings, a couple of the swings didn't land anything. Got it. Not excited for much stuff in general, at least for the new flashy stuff. Just going down memory lane nowadays. I mean, nothing wrong with that though. Nothing wrong with going down memory lane. I mean, I've been using time to go and play games that I've missed. You know what I mean? Like big titles over the years, whether it be old or newish. You know, I mean, what we've gone through recently, and we've done God of War from 2018, Jedi Survivor from a couple of years ago, Ocarina of Time from freaking 98. I think this is the guy blocking the, like, normal path that you would come down. Like, trying to remember my way around here. I know we've got the big guy downstairs, and we've got bone wheel. Not really sure how to approach this. $175 damage at a time, I guess, is how we approach it. Used to play LAN stuff. I spent so much time playing Halo 2 as a kid, like at my friend's house. I didn't have an Xbox. I didn't get an Xbox until 2010, I think it was. Basically got it when Reach was the Halo game that was out. That was when I got into, or that's when I got the 360, but I had played Halo and stuff. So much Halo 2, just late nights at friends' houses playing it. Okay, so that's how that all connects. Is it that there's like there's a jump off of this, right? That's the shortcut. Okay. We're down a heal, but let's do it. But yeah, played a ton of that. I played a little bit of LAN with it in that, like, if we had enough people playing Halo 2 at like a friend's birthday party or something, we had 2 Xboxes and would split guys up into teams in different rooms and LAN it up, but nothing like LAN tournaments or anything. Don't play Summoners War anymore? I haven't launched that in years. You are correct. Although me being me, it's still on my phone. I don't know why. Never pulled the plug fully on it, but I have not played it. Yeah. They had a Lord of the Rings collab the other day. Dragon Slayer Discharge. What an uncomfortable name. I guess you can technically probably fight this differently in that you can probably go up here and hurt him. Whoa, hello. Ow. Okay. So there are still some pretty big hitbox things to worry about. No, don't kick. Hit. Kill him dead. No, whiffed. Yeah, some bosses in different arenas are certainly very different experiences. Dragon Slayer Asylum Demon. So it's still a two-phase fight. Interesting that this one works that way, because technically, honestly, Asylum Demon kind of vanilla Smo-esque. But like Gargoyles got completely uprooted in a normal way, but this one is still two phases. I guess because there are two bosses. But there's the cage key. Okay, so now we can get the elevators going there. Hey, what's going on, Scarlet? How you doing, man? 60-pound TV LAN events? Look at those huge suckers around. Oh, man. Yeah, the giant CRT televisions. Hope you've been well, dude. Let's see here. This is gonna be the tell. If this is Lord Vessel, then I know next time that we need to have on different settings.
Thou, oh chosen undead.
Yeah, I mean, I know I could shoot her. Okay. So, I did not randomize the Lord Vessel, so that means that the Lord Souls are in the normal spot. Okay. I wanted the Lord Vessel to be randomized, but alas. Alas, here we are. Do you miss component cables? No. The HDMI cable has been a fantastic upgrade. One plug. One plug to rule them all. Okay, so now we can teleport. Now we can teleport. I mean, that makes the rest of things quite straightforward. Because actually now the whole, like... Actually, I say that, but... You know, we have Key to the Depths. Let's do this. Let's go back. Is Firelink gonna be the best place to go? Trying to think shortcut for us to be able to get to the depths, because now we have the depths key. Because we should go, or we're gonna do all of, I guess that's the question. Are we gonna do all of the bosses, or are we just going for any percent?
The base. Oh, don't.
Do you have to have like a certain intelligence level or something for him, right? I guess we've triggered the event for this guy to move, because we haven't been to the depths. 480 with PS2. I actually don't think I ever needed... 7500 has to be... Oh man, Dark Bead? We don't have the build. 500k for White Dragon Breath. My goodness. Sunlight Maggot. I mean, we could have that as our helmet instead if we wanted to. That way I don't have to carry around a shield. I can still two-hand. 7,500 worth the trade? 720i instead of 720p. That is. That sounds accurate.
Thank you.
That does sound
That
accurate
was
to
a
me. Yeah, the wife's getting pretty close. She's doing well. She's doing well. The Braxton Hicks contractions are starting, so that's super fun. Yeah, we're getting there, man. She feels like the baby's dropped. So we'll ultimately see how long it is until the baby is here and paternity leave starts. I'll let you guys know in Discord. I'll try and also post on the YouTube community tab and stuff, and update my Twitch title and things so that if people try and come to find the stream that they're alerted. But yeah, Discord is gonna be definitely the best place to find that announcement, because we're not gonna be going live for a minute once the baby gets here. A rat in the depths? What is this? Makes too much sense. More rats in the depths, what the heck? Lore accurate? Randomizer? What does even happen? Ow. Fire and lightning. I love that. Oh, was it the dog that did so much damage to me? I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't randomize the Lord Souls and the Lord Vessel, but I guess it is what it is. I just misread the rando settings. Thought it was like when you shuffled key items that those ones got shuffled, and then if you checked it, oh no, they're it's all the little crap that's gonna come out. These guys gave me a hard time before. I mean, we were definitely lower level last time that we let them all loose. I think we were on our way up to gargoyles. Yeah, we'll have to do another one of these randos and maybe go a little bit meaner. Make things a bit less fair and make sure that Lord Vessel and stuff is scattered about. But surely we will play some other things before we do our next rando run. The random forward R1? Yeah, I think it always seems to happen when I'm taking a swing and then going into another one, but it's probably because I hit R1 and then hit forward in R1, and just the timing of it, I end up kicking something. It's great. I love it for me. Just in the middle of combat and suddenly I'm kicking people. Oh, these guys aren't going to be on the ceiling, it's just going to be enemies lurking around. Dark Wraiths? Nice. I'm trying to remember exactly how this all... Okay. The other way I think takes you up to the Butcher. Doing randomized Dark Souls, people struggle, and from my experience to say, have you ever done a jailer run? Yeah, that jailer run is something I don't really wish upon people. Though I will say, I think in general, very few people have the patience to do that run. How am I whipping on everything? There we go. Because Yorm was an hour and a half. And Demon Prince was... How long was Demon Prince? Demon Prince was like an hour. I think to most people, I think a lot of people would be like, what's a jailer run? And it's like, oh, you play the same way that the jailers do, except the part where the jailers get to drain the health. You don't get to do that. I'm not touching that guy. Yeah, Rite of Kindling would be great. Just throwing that out there. How many are there? It's all rats. That's the problem. And that hitbox is apparently not as large as I thought. I thought I was about to get wrecked. It just has to be a dragon butt. It just has to be a dragon butt, doesn't it? Stop it. Symbol of avarice, yes. Excellent. That's what I needed. Okay, this is where there are holes in the floor? No. You would have had the patience, you did Soul Level 1 just beating all bosses in DLC, that was good enough for you. I've done Soul Level 1 and the with the DLC for Dark Souls 1 and for 3. I have never done Dark Souls 2, I've never done Blood Level 4. I haven't done Rune Level 1 for Elden Ring. I don't want to get cursed again. Is there not an item down here? There is. Man, it's callous. I actually think I made a grave mistake by running back here, because I could get absolutely cornered. Absolutely cornered. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. We got cornered and cursed. Can we not see who the fight is? It's gonna be like this massive arena, and then it's gonna be Gwyn. Then I'm gonna have to pull out my parries. So there's a spot to jump over there. Obviously this isn't as bad because I can't get cursed. But it's still not ideal. Dang it. I haven't killed any of those guys yet, so I don't know if they drop anything. Dark Souls 3 for you. Started Elden Ring but never finished it. Elden Ring is kind of easy since you can pad the high upgrade weapon easier than the older games. Stagger was big time there. The Titanite Chong. Right, because this is all shortcut things. this door up for our future self. Play through it normally, it'll be hard to go through. Yeah, there's definitely optimal ways, and like there was a point in time where I thought about doing Rune level 1 to the point where I was like inquiring a little bit about like routing stuff for it, and then I didn't get info on it, and then we didn't. Okay, because he's not here. This is obviously to get to Blighttown. There's the upper Blighttown stuff, but I think we're probably fine. So we have it on fair rando. I feel like if we were on unfair, then we might actually need to go and do it. Friends that started with Demon Souls, everything's always gotten easier with each release. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think, at least for the most part, I think that's a fair sense of it. Demon Souls is an odd one in that there are some pieces to that game that are very challenging. But there are also some parts to Demon Souls that are like super cheesy. Dark Souls, I think, I don't know, I'm trying to think if you were coming from Dark Souls, like Demon Souls to Dark Souls, how you would fairly compare the two. Because I think Dark Souls has some stuff that's pretty tough, like first time through. Especially with not really knowing much about what's going on. Like, I don't know, if you're used to the Souls formula with Demon Souls, then DS1's probably not as bad. I think just the first Souls game where you're getting rocked around, you've never had a game where it operates like this, and the fights and everything. Like, I can definitely understand that. Okay, so that's what this hallway was. Alright, we're gonna take the rest in here, I think. I want to go down this way and just like remind myself what's down here, because this is all the enemies in the ceiling. I love my dark wraiths in tight spaces. I mean, we're definitely stronger coming back to the depths now. I just am, honestly, we're here to see what Gaping Dragon has. That's the main reason. Sorry for the wall of text. No, it's fine, man. Think you need an Elden Ring boss list? Yeah, there are so many. There's so many bosses in that game. Not only would you need a boss list, though, you would also need... You also need probably, like, to know where all the boss locations are. And doesn't one of them require a quest line in order to access it? Pretty certain there is. I don't remember how to get up to the butcher. Is the butcher up here? Maybe we got it already. I guess this was the butcher with the chest, and then there's a place to drop down here. No! Gosh. I just wanted that item. That's so much to ask. Gotta like wind through this stuff again. This has too many bosses. I think Elden Ring you can really see Tanamura's influence on the game, because DS2 has a lot of bosses, I feel like, as well. Elden Ring and the DLC have their harder parts. If you go back to the older games trying to play at Elden Ring pace, you'll get dunked. Don't even need to sprint really in Dark Souls 1, for example, but Elden Ring you need to sprint, jump, duck, sing a lullaby to someone. Yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah, like your Melanias and your, oh, what's their name? Consort Radon and stuff, like, those fights are completely different. I mean, I haven't played DS3 DLC in a while, but I mean, they probably run circles around, like, Gale and stuff, who I thought, you know, at the time, like, Gale and Frida were... I think we can just afford the dark side. I don't think the 4,000 souls matter. Moveset creep for sure. For sure. They get a Dark Lurker? Oh, I remember Dark Lurker. Gale's third phase cape with the follow-up attacks. Yeah, the swing with the follow-up behind it, and then quick into, you know, machine gun on the crossbow. Yeah, it's that has become base for sure. That has become base for sure. All right, let's do this. We're gonna take a quick 3-minute break. We'll clear the pre-rolls out, and then we will dive in. We'll take on Gaping something. I'm not sure who's gonna be Gaping. Is it gonna be Gaping Gwyn? Gaping Four Kings? What do we? I don't know what we're gonna have down here, but we'll see what's come up, and then we'll take it from there. Maybe head towards the catacombs. Because we're still catacombs or archives, I guess, are our main places to go. Because we are missing the Four Kings entrance ring. Gaping Nito could be. We'll find out. All right. If you guys are enjoying, you can leave a like on the video if you're watching on YouTube. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys in 3. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we're back. Let's go see what's gonna be gaping. Let's go see what the game has in store for us here. I'm going the wrong way because there's a ladder here. I think we got everything. I think we got everything that Depths has. I'm hoping so. Hopefully we're not missing anything. So what? We've killed stuff, and so now there's red version. Ah, jeez. What's the problem? I haven't played like standard Dark Souls into its new game plus cycles and stuff or online to know all these things. It is Gaping Gwyn. Uh-oh. I don't know what's a good shield for this. Oh. Quick. You got me with the quick parry. Heal. The freaking quick swipe. So Gaping Gwyn has Smo's hammer. Gaping Gwyn has Smo's hammer. We already had Gwyn's soul. This was just for good measure. I'm kind of scared as to where Gaping Dragon is gonna end up, because that's a big boy. That's a big boy. There aren't any other items lying around this arena, right? Is it just the one, or is there a second one? I'm like 75% sure that's the only one. How Centipede Arena will interact with the boss? It's probably just gonna kill it outright. Same with Ceaseless, unless they've gotten it where they move them to land for their own safety. Okay, so the real question is, do we go down towards... that's the thing. I think we have to save going down until we get the ring. Because, I mean, we could go and do Ceaseless Discharge, but there's only so far that we can go down that way. I feel like maybe going down towards Nito is the way to go. Because we can go Nito, or we could go Seath, right? Like, we can go Archives. Guess we can also,
No.
Guess we can also go place the Lord Vessel real quick.
This is the
Fireling Chamber. We have no souls to offer. Let's go back up and then we can head towards the catacombs. Yeah, Centipede Arena and like the Ceaseless Arena are two that could definitely kill things. I also don't know, does stuff just run around in the Four Kings Arena? Because I know Four Kings are an interesting thing. I don't think that sprinting through here is the wisest of choices. But it's what we're doing. Serpents in like a Demon Souls remake graphical style. Do you think that we're coming up on, like, here's a crazy thing to think about. We have technically gotten to the point where, what, Dark Souls 3 released April 2016? Like, it's been 10 years since Dark Souls 3 came out. I know it's been 12 since DS2, but, like, are we gonna be getting remasters of those games at some point here? My gut tells me no, but it's been a long time. So, like, I'm not really sure. That was weird, the way that that item just slid across the ground. Feel like we should probably rest, because I don't know how things are gonna go for us. As we go through here, I'm also thinking we have Chloranthy Ring, so this probably doesn't do anything for us, but I bought Sunlight Maggot for this specific purpose. We gonna go see. Yeah, I don't see them getting the remake treatment. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like Demons and Dark Souls were old enough that needed a facelift. DS2, I feel like, oh jeez, I've run into some bad stuff. DS2's kind of in that weird limbo where it probably could benefit from one, but is it popular enough to be given that time of day? Probably not. I think DS3 is good enough. I don't think DS3 would be really thought about for one. Scholars kind of remastered at the time too. Much rougher base game than DS2 or 3 that weren't. Yeah, I'm of the same mindset. I don't know how far removed you'd have to get for DS3 to get. Did I get hit twice? I don't think that was counter damage. Holy cow. I must have just got, yeah, shotgun, like, must have just gotten hit by every single bead, I guess, like, is that dark bead? Or something similar? Okay, apparently we gotta play a little bit safer through there. No! Gosh darn it. Tried to roll away because I was like, oh, he's got a second. He takes a second hit. He's not one of the guys that we can one-shot. And then just straight to the cliff. At least not first party. Did they first party remaster this game? Because I know that, like, wasn't Demon Souls Remaster a different Like, wasn't that the third party that did that game for him? I think they were the same people that had just done, like, I think there was another big remaster that was done by that studio. And I just got cleaved. No, not off the edge. Backstab. Okay, we're good. I definitely need, I don't know, should I be kindling the bonfire? Feels like a mistake to just sprint by these guys. It's also a mistake to just stand in front of them. I think the DSR Blue Point did, okay. Yeah, Blue Point sounds familiar. I can't remember what the game, though, was that they remastered prior to Demon Souls. I just know that there was, I'm like pretty sure there was some praise of like, no, oh, not, all of these guys suck. These guys have like higher defense. All of these guys have higher defense. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I guess if we're also talking like that FromSoft timeline, like I think you've got Dustbloods. I don't think we're gonna get any sort of remaster. I don't know if we're gonna get anything else first party. If we are, I don't think it's gonna be of the Souls-like genre. I don't know. That still clipped me. Who? What? He just shoved me to death. What the heck, man? He just shoved me to death. They also did the Shadow of the Colossus one. Okay. Yeah, I played Shadow of the Colossus years ago. I did. I don't remember having any strong opinions of that game. I think it was good. I mean, it's definitely different than a lot of the games that I play. Will I be going back to play it? I don't know. I mean, I own it. I think I have a hard copy of that game. Okay, I need... Ow, I forgot about the spikes. Gotta stay out of the way of those guys. This guy's freaking tracking me the whole way. Get a life. Get a life. It was also, what, the same people that did Shadow of the Colossus, like the actual game, not the remake. Was it like Lost Guardian or something like that? Was that a similar style game? Like, was that all that same? I don't even know what you describe that as. Boss climbing simulator? I guess Lost Guardian probably isn't that way, but... Ow, I ran right into it. He's got a combo. I think we just have to go. I think Mr. Darkwraith is gonna pursue relentlessly. Okay, quick heal for good measure. I have done a full loop and I've ended up back at the same spot. Brilliant. Got a bone wheel shield. So, yeah. Got that going for us, I suppose. Well, this is gonna be awkward. What? Getting punched in the back by a mushroom. Completely forgot about that game, but remembered. Am I doing it again? I did it again. Making this harder on myself. Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. Giant mushroom in the walkway. This is like you had one shot at it and you blew it because you've since got all. Oh my word. Since got all of these enemies lined up. No whammy, no whammy. Stuck on thing. That seems like whammy. Okay, so we're through here. Don't go straight. Turn right. Duh. Whatever. Never played him, just remember the aesthetics. I think it was a free PlayStation game at some point. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's sitting in my PS Plus library. Never played it. I've never had any sort of desire to play it. It's just kind of... I claimed it because I had heard of the game. Randomizer Deathless is so crazy. Yeah, you gotta be pretty good. I tried to do Randomizer Deathless a couple of times years ago. I think the furthest I made it was, I want to say Anor Londo. I think that's the farthest I had taken a run. But yeah, like the enemy placement can really mess you up. And obviously just RNG when it comes to sequencing. Okay, well we got the thing flipped and we got Undead Asylum floor 2 key, so you know, we can always go back there. That was so funny. We got stray bit of chaos. Just quite the name. Last Guardian began development in 2007, released in December 2016. Holy cow. There's another, not those devs or anything, but there's another one of those games that's going on right now, isn't there? I apologize because I have like zero other context to give, but I'm like pretty certain there's another game that's going through some sort of huge development cycle like that, but I can't place it. No, I don't think it's a Kickstarter. I feel like I heard people talking about it somewhat recently, but I unfortunately cannot place it for the life of me. I think it's just one of those, like, you start development and then yeah, Metroid Prime 4 was in that. I don't know why Beyond Good and Evil is coming to mind. Maybe it's not that that's coming, maybe that's just what had happened with that game. Honestly, don't. My brain is saying hit them like they're gonna get destroyed like the DS2 ones do. The spitters. I could be completely either making something up or misremembering things. It's all very, very likely. Okay, so whatever I just did spat me out over here. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced in 2008. Is that the right game then? Announced in 08, but still not out. Okay, let's go down here. So that's not accessible. This is to go up to patches. What if I just killed him now?
Well, this...
I said no, because I spammed through.
Well, this...
Oh, okay. Spam through it, so I don't really know what I caused to happen. Get our midpoint bonfire here. Seeing gameplay at E3. That's your clue. If you saw a game trailer in E3 and it's not here yet, I think we can pretty well infer what's going on. Does he do something with this? He does. He does. I don't think I've ever actually stood around on that long enough for patches to flip it on me. Elder Scrolls 6. You know what's a really weird thing? And I don't know. It's probably just a me problem, but I loved Skyrim back when it came out. Thought it was awesome. Made me want everything to be an open world RPG. At the time, I was like, this is so cool. Oh, is there an item up there? Gosh darn it. And then we played Oblivion a number of years ago on stream. I didn't enjoy it, personally. Didn't enjoy it. And then we played... Well, then I haven't played anything else. I've played, technically, Elder Scrolls Online, but that's very, very different. That's not... It's not like your normal Elder Scrolls experience. I am not necessarily really excited for Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know, I'm not. The combat and stuff, like, this is kind of back to the conversation earlier of, like, Dark Souls has, you know, From Software, let's just say, as a whole. Is that Moonlight Butterfly just chilling in here as a regular enemy? What the heck? I think we need to drop down. Ow, that hurt. Elder Scrolls 6 2029. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. I can't believe it. What's that? Oh! Can't believe I missed that too. Alright, we get another chance. Get another chance. Bethesda games have aged poorly for a majority of those who used to love them. Not counting those who played with 800 mods installed. Yeah, I tried one time, very briefly, to set up mods. And then obviously with that you run into the whole gambit of like mod compatibility and heck, even knowing what mods to put on. This is how you get to... I think you like fall off there and you get down to Covenant Exchange and all that. You're at a GameStop and the sales guy said Dark Souls was more fun than Skyrim? Bought Dark Souls? That guy changed your life forever, didn't he? You mod some and now you just play vanilla? So enjoyable? I don't know. Like, I just think that I just think that's like worn off on me. That combat, like, it's just, I just don't think there's enough to the combat. Now, I don't know if there are mods that expand the combat more. But yeah, I've really fallen into a state where like I need combat to be a little bit more in the Souls-like vein. You know, for better or for worse, that's where I'm at with it. That's where my interests fall. Need a little bit more action to my RPG, if you will. Fully Combat kind of turned you off of ESO too. I liked ESO, but I also played ESO back in 2014 or something like that, right? So it's like still kind of riding on the coattails of that era. Like I played ESO when it came to Xbox. You know, the game was still very fresh. I was only a couple of years off of Skyrim. I hadn't played Dark Souls yet. Like, Dark Souls didn't enter the picture until 2016. That's when my gaming interests and everything changed. So did we just go backwards? I believe we did. There's your Moonlight Butterfly. Trying to remember the, like, where I need to be jumping down. Didn't even see the skeleton. These guys have such... Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. Nice. Nice. Fell off the edge. Littlest flick of HP gone. Love that. Other than Devil May Cry, you never played an RPG like Skyrim? I've never played Devil May Cry. But I also don't think I don't think that, you know, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, those sorts of combo-based hack and slash games are my cup of tea either. And that's fine. I've never tried them, but I don't watch people play them and get excited about it, so that's kind of where I base that off. Oh, what is... You've got to be joking me, man. What is... That lump on the wall just kicks you off? I would have killed you from full health in Witcher 3. Probably in Dark Souls 2 as well. Talk about some games with some very aggressive fall damage. nothing from here. I don't understand. Where am I supposed to go? That bump is like preventing me from landing on that platform. I actually don't know where, because I could have sworn you go from there, then you roll to the next one, then you get down to the bottom. Fairly certain that's the sequence. Fairly certain that's the sequence. Okay, what if we try, like, rolling here? Okay. It's just a very, very aggressive... I heard the death sound, and I thought I died. I was like, you've gotta be joking me. Anything good? No.
What was that about?
And this guy's audio, looks like you shoved him in. He's just got like really bad audio equipment. No interest in Code Vein 2 personally. You have that open world fatigue going. Code Vein 1 was fine. I enjoyed it for the most part. I got really annoyed at the end of that game. Didn't have this like, oh my gosh experience where I'm like, Code Vein 2, can't wait. I'm just like, eh. I'm good. I'm good. Right now I'm really... I don't think I have like hype for games coming out soon. Right now I'm kind of going through a backlog of games that I missed over the years that are... I already know I'm going to be playing like a well-received game. I think I want to play some more Metroidvanias and stuff too, because like I really have enjoyed Hollow Knight and Silksong and stuff, so I think I would enjoy... You know, I want to at least try some other ones, see how I feel about that. Every time you tried playing it, you got to that game's Anor Londo and then just stop. I do remember that level. I do remember that level. That's like the only thing about that game. That and then the ending that I didn't enjoy. All right. I think we're gonna park it here. It's like midnight, so we're not gonna get down to Gravelord whoever's room. Heck, we didn't even get to oh, I guess it won't be Gwynwheel, but we didn't get down to Pinwheel's boss room either. So we'll head out. We'll head out from here next time. Appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed, you can drop a like on the video. Helps me out very, very much. And yeah, I look forward to picking this up next time.